little pig, let me in. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. But you didn't think I was going to start recording
No,
there, did you?
I did not at all. No, that was surprising. That was good.
Hi, I'm Adam.
I'm Dustin.
And you're listening to a bit of the Ultraviolence. Well, hopefully you're still listening.
Yeah, no, for real. No. Cue the music.
Cue the music. Well, I'm puffin', I'll blow your house in. I'm puffin' and I'll blow your house in. Green motherfucking jelly.
I'm going to be frank. I would consider them a one-hit wonder. I mean...
Oh, yeah. I mean, they technically had other songs.
Yeah, but no.
Well, they had one other quasi-hit because it was the bear song. The bear went over the mountain to see what he could see.
Oh.
Hey. And that song was featured in Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Okay.
There you go.
I didn't realize it was... Okay.
Yep,
that's them. Okay,
yep.
Cool.
So there you go.
Oh, yeah.
So a two-hit wonder.
Yeah. You know what the only song I really remember from that movie, though, is that Mary Mo song.
Mary Mo, she's a vegetarian.
Mary Mo, Mary Mo.
That and the song when he's daydreaming.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And the car is like, I saw her standing by the rain.
I love that fucking song.
Raindrops falling on her. And I knew she could make me happy.
Dude,
happy.
Flowers in her hair.
Yeah, when she opens her shirt or takes her shirt off and the truck headlights.
Oh, man.
But we're not here to rehash all the music in Dumb and Dumber.
No.
Unfortunately.
Can we do that? No.
That might be a better podcast.
Yeah, no, for real.
Shorter, for sure.
Oh, absolutely shorter, but less entertaining. And you know what? There's something I really, really want to remember and talk about on this. So
Yes. Anyway, we are here today to kick off our Danny Trejo double feature.
Yeah, man.
Which I think I'm going to name La Hora Trejo.
Oh, okay, cool. I don't know what La Hora means, but...
It means the hour.
Oh, okay.
It's like, the Trejo hour.
The Trejo hour, sweet. Oh, man.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to tweet at him. Maybe he'll come hang out with us.
I kind of doubt he will, but, he has a...
Maybe he can bring some of his Trejo tacos or whatever.
He does have a taco restaurant.
Yeah, man.
I'm not going to go to California to visit his taco restaurant specifically. No. But if I'm ever in California, in that area, I'm assuming it's around LA somewhere.
I would assume so.
Yeah.
If you're going to open up a taco restaurant, it might as well be around LA. So
in the vicinity.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
For real.
Trejo's Tacos.
Yeah, man.
If anybody from California listens to this and you've eaten there, or if you're not from California and you've eaten there, add us. Let us know how it is.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, I am actually kind of curious because, I'll be frank, like 15 of Van Dyke here, this area, Flavor Flav Chicken and Waffles, that shit was delicious.
Yeah, it's closed now, isn't it?
Yeah, it closed down. Health violations, which was a little discerning, but I didn't get sick, so...
Well, it's Flavor Flav's restaurant. Of course it was health violations.
No, for real. Yeah. No, absolutely.
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah. No, we did a chicken run where we were hitting up different chicken restaurants, and that was one of them. Yeah.
Anyway, so to move on with the episode before we get into the movie, which is 2010's Machete.
Yeah, man.
We can plug our social medias. So if you'd like to follow us on Facebook or Instagram, you can do so at A Bit of the Ultraviolence.
We're on Twitter at A Bit of the Ultra One.
And if you'd like to send us an email, abitoftheultraviolence@gmail.com.
Hell yeah.
So send us your movie suggestions, your hate,
your reviews
your
of
love,
Trejo tacos,
your reviews of Trejo's tacos, or whatever else you want to send.
No, for real.
Your fan fiction where me and Dustin fight crime in a van.
Oh my God, that'd be incredible. Oh my God.
If you send us fan fiction, I will read it in its entirety.
No, absolutely.
In a special episode, a bonus episode.
God, please, somebody.
And now that I said that, I'm pretty sure Jacques has some time on his hands.
Oh my God. I can't even imagine what Jacques going to have me doing in the fan fiction.
It's not going to be good, whatever.
Not at all. Not at all. He describes
But-
the seat I sit in. It's got a giant dildo in the middle of it or something.
But I've already committed to reading it
It's
on
true.
a bonus
No, that's true.
episode. So
No, for
hey,
real. No, absolutely.
we'll see how much fan fiction we get in.
I fucking hope. We'll extend this podcast by an hour if we need to.
No, separate episodes.
No, okay, fair. No, that's fair.
We don't have a Patreon, so it won't be for our Patreons.
No,
but,
fair.
You know,
Yeah.
we'll just give everybody bonus episodes.
Maybe I'll have to start setting something like that up so we can get some suggestions. You know what I mean?
I don't. Nobody's gonna pay for
That is
nobody's
very
gonna pay
true.
us for
Nobody
this.
gives a shit.
And
to
you know
pay
what?
enough. Yeah.
It doesn't cost that much for me to run this.
That is very true. No, that's actually
It's not
very,
breaking my
very
bank.
true. Very true.
So
Well, maybe
I
I'll
don't-
set up a Patreon for $0, right? And then they can just send her all their. Well, we got an email address though. People send suggestions through the email.
yeah,
address.
we just the Patreon is an
It
unnecessary
is true.
third middleman.
That is true.
that
Yeah, you're very.
we
very
don't
right.
really. If you're gonna set it up for $0,
No,
they can
very
just contact us directly.
Another brilliant idea by me. Let's move on.
Anyway, speaking of your brilliant ideas or your brilliance, we are going to slide over to the news desk, where hopefully news anchor Dustin has some awesome, thorough, detailed, late-breaking news from the world of violent movies and TV, and possibly even video games. You never know. That happened once. So, without further ado, it is Breaking Ultra News. Take it away, Dustin.
Thank you for that, Adam.
Yep.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Jamie fucking Foxx. Netflix has got his movie coming out called Day Shift. Jamie Foxx is playing a pool cleaning vampire hunter. Snoop Dogg has joined the cast. Dave Franco and the super, super good-looking Megan Good has joined the cast. And
I feel conflicted about this.
no, it has no release date. It's in pre-production at this point. Jamie Foxx, and honestly, they said it's going to be kind of like a John Wick style. The guy, one of the people that did John Wick, I think is working on this, so it's going to have like that style of action.
But he's a pool cleaner.
No, I understand it. Well, he's a vampire hunter who day jobs as a pool cleaner.
So that's his subterfuge?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yep. So, yeah, should be, I don't know, no release date yet set for it, so.
Well, we'll see, won't we?
Yeah, no, for real. So, there is a 80s horror novel series called Necroscope.
Okay.
Did you ever read that?
I did not,
Okay,
no.
I thought it might have been something you might have read, but
No.
there's a company called Revelations Entertainment, and they acquired rights to 18 of the books. So, like, I don't know, anybody who has read the series, and honestly, the way they were talking about their passion behind this book series, these people bought it because they thought it's going to be, like, insanely, like, amazing films.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully that comes out. I know everybody's trying to sell their own shit, but
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
yeah, no, for real. And honestly, an anthology, I mean, you might have a Shudder or a Netflix series out of it.
Yeah.
So. Bloody Disgusting, the website, they're adding something called Haunted Riffs to the site where they cover music and albums. They kicked it off with the top 10 albums of the first half of 2020. It led off with Rob Zombie, and I stopped reading after I've read Rob Zombie's name. So, I don't know, but it should be interesting because
That album was okay.
Huh? Yeah.
It was just okay.
No, for sure.
I listened to it once, and I was like,
No.
all right.
I mean,
I don't need to
liked-
listen to that again.
I liked when he came out with the single "Fucking in the UFO." Everybody's fucking in the UFO. I thought that was, which I thought was Primus when I first heard it. At first, I was like, okay,
Yeah, fair enough.
but yeah. Anyway, so yeah, no. If you're interested in like how, and they kind of talked about how they're gonna go into the music, like the way the music and the movies kind of mesh and stuff like that. So
Okay.
could be interesting articles
Could be
coming
cool,
up for that.
yeah.
So. I don't know if you want to do this for your Adams movie review down the road here, but Paramount Plus now has Quiet Place 2 available. So anybody who's looking to see that,
I still haven't seen
no, I
the
know.
first Quiet
I don't
Place,
know if
so
you need to, frankly.
probably not.
They got pre-production running on a Pet Cemetery prequel. It's gonna have Judd as a younger.
It's,
like,
yeah, I
man,
heard about
yeah,
that.
So
Any word on who's playing him?
no, they haven't really given. I'm telling you, I go through these articles and they got like nothing in there.
Sometimes that is better.
No, yeah.
You don't want to do that, Lewis. The ground's gone sour.
Oh man, I love. And yeah, I gotta say though, picking John Lithgow in the 2019, like John
Lithgow did a phenomenal
dude.
job. Yeah,
I love him.
But you can't get better than Herman Munster.
No, man, for real.
You got to be careful of that road, Lewis. Those damn trucks, they drive so fast all day and night.
I wish they did a Halloween theme and he dressed up as that.
That would have been incredible, actually. Ground's gone sour.
Oh, man. So August 6th in theaters, The Last Matinee. There's apparently a killer loose in a theater, and
I heard about that.
It's supposed to be ultra violent, ultra gory, like not for the faint of heart.
Well,
so
ultra violent is right up our alley.
When I seen that in there, I was like, well, I guess I got to include this fucking movie.
Absolutely.
No, honestly, I'm kind of... See, it's a simple premise, so it could have so much cool shit in it. You know? Right. So I think sometimes with the more complex the storyline, it gets like a little too out in the left field sometimes.
Convoluted is the word you're looking
for. Convoluted. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Gotcha.
You're my better half.
That's going in the fan fiction for sure.
Oh, man. We're wishing a happy birthday to Harrison Ford, turning 79. Not quite 80. But
not quite 80, but close enough.
The very beautiful Ashley Scott. I had to look up. She was in Walking Tall with The Rock. She has this like...
I'm familiar,
strip.
yes.
Yeah. She's turning 44.
All right.
Patrick Stewart turning 80 fucking 1 today.
Sir Patrick Stewart.
Don't forget. I love
Don't forget the title.
That's true. I'm sorry. I apologize, Patrick Stewart.
Sir Patrick Stewart.
Sir Patrick Stewart. Ken Jeong turning 52.
Okay.
Yeah. You remember who Ken
I know who he is.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure. Cheech fucking Marin turning 75, which is cool because we're doing this podcast today. So that's sweet.
Yes.
And somebody who I love very dearly, Aya Cash, turning 39.
Aya Cash.
She was the Nazi on The Boys. Did you ever watch The Boys?
The second season?
Yeah.
No, I still haven't seen it.
Oh, never mind then.
All right, fair enough.
She plays another here, like a person with powers, and
a soup. I figured as much.
And I've seen she was on You're the Worst. Which is it was an FX show. It wasn't really accurate.
Sounds familiar, but yeah.
Anyway, but she was gorgeous on that too. So
all right, I still have to get off my ass and watch The Boys season 2.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Amongst a million other things.
That was good. And that wraps up our birthdays.
Well, taking us into something I did watch because it's time for Adam's Movie Corner. If I were really pretentious, I'd get my own movie corner theme song. Like we need another fucking theme song on this podcast.
I kind of want you to, dude. I want the fucking movie news to be broken up by a theme song in the middle of it. So if you get the urge,
I'll think about it. Maybe I'll cruise around the site where I purchase my licensed music and see if there's anything funny enough to use. Maybe it'll just be a soundbite of somebody screaming. I don't know. We're getting really, really super pretentious here.
No, we are. No,
anyway, today I will be reviewing, which I happened to watch on a whim because there's been a lot of buzz about it. Fear Street Part 1, 1994.
Oh, cool.
The Netflix movie.
Yeah, man.
That is based on the R.L. Stine book trilogy.
Hell yeah.
Apparently he wrote this in the late 80s, early 90s, so there's 3 of them. Of course, R.L. Stine wrote the Goosebumps series, of which I owned and read all of them.
Oh, really?
Well, I don't know about all of them.
Yeah,
up until the point where they became too, childish for me.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because I'm sure they continued after I became old enough to actually read adult books.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Which reminds me out of nowhere about the Mitch Hedberg joke. He's like, every book is a child's book if the kid can read.
Yeah, no, that's true.
But anyway, so this has come out on Netflix. The second one's already out, and I think the third one comes out on my birthday, I think, July 15th. Okay. Or maybe it's the 16th, I can't remember. But I did watch the first one. I'll probably review the next one, because I haven't watched it yet, next time.
Okay.
But you know what? It was pretty okay.
Oh, yeah.
The substance isn't great. The story is pretty good. The characters are okay. It's based on a teen horror series.
Okay.
So they kind of stay true to the teen theme.
Yeah, for sure. No,
which is kind of feels like where the the audience that it's geared to, but it's 94, so they also throw like a shit ton of 90s nostalgia in it.
Okay.
Almost to a fault, because they try and cram as many 90s alternative songs in it as they can.
Awesome.
Which is cool, but
Yeah.
there's a certain scene where there's like 4 of them slammed into like one.
Oh my god.
And I'm just like, you're getting a little much here.
No.
The main character and her love interest revolve around a lesbian relationship. So
okay, cool.
good to see representation of the
for sure.
LGBTQ plus community.
Hell yeah.
Netflix doing its role in normalizing all sexual orientations,
Yeah, man.
which I think is a good
that's
thing.
Awesome. That's great.
But yeah, the only gripe I really have with it is that it's a little too polished.
Okay.
Like
fair.
it has that overproduced feel that kind of
Yeah,
makes it
gotcha.
not really scary.
Gotcha.
But it was fun to watch.
Oh, yeah.
There were some interesting kills. They actually do a decent job of making you care about the characters, which a lot of these Netflix or streaming originals don't have in them.
Yeah, no.
But overall, I'd give it 68% on the
Good.
Ultrameter.
Cool. Okay, nice.
So give it a watch.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's not amazing, so don't get your hopes that high. But it's a Netflix original. It's worth a watch, and then I probably won't ever watch it again. But I will definitely watch the next 2. So yeah, it's fun enough to watch. I wouldn't, purchase it or anything.
Yeah, no. Fair.
But yeah, no, they're fun. I enjoyed it. Okay. It's an interesting premise too. Like, there's a witch that I guess was killed in the 1600s or something, and she's basically cursed this town and just will randomly take over people, and then they become killers and kill a bunch of people. And
okay, wow,
it's actually pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
and the I will say the opening was pretty sweet.
Okay,
like the opening to the movie was awesome.
Okay,
I was like, well, damn, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then it kind of got slow for a while, and then I was like, well, okay, this is a little more teen based than what I'm typically used to watching as a 37-year-old man.
Yeah,
but
no, for sure.
So I think it's more geared to the teenage audience, but adults will still like it.
Okay.
And especially the 90s one, because there's there's phones with cords and shit like that, Or not even like the original cordless phones that still had the base and the antenna and everything.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow. So too much nostalgia.
It was a lot of nostalgia, yeah. But overall, pretty good. Yeah. I recommend watching it.
For sure.
Like I said, don't expect anything groundbreaking, but it's worth a watch.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I will watch that.
All right. So that you're not going to watch that.
Just kidding.
That is breaking Ultra News. All right, moving on to the task at hand.
Yeah, man.
We are going to talk about the 2010 movie Machete.
Yep.
There's actually a Machete in 2005.
I know. When I looked up the IMDb, and I was like, wow, this is surprisingly close.
It's about an ex. I mean,
yeah,
it looks very close to what the actual Machete is.
Yeah,
but I think it's a Mexican movie.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like high budget production or anything really much. So
I mean, there's not any known actors almost at all.
If Robert Rodriguez did steal it, he did them a favor.
That's true.
It probably got them on IMDb, actually.
You're probably right. Anyway, so we are not going to talk about the 2005 movie from, I think, Mexico.
Okay, fair.
We are going to talk about the 2010 Robert Rodriguez film.
Yeah, man.
Which I fucking love. This movie is bizarre.
It is bizarre.
But it's purposefully bizarre.
Yes.
And it's purposefully, I love the purposeful shitty edits in it.
Yeah, oh no, for real.
We'll talk about a couple in specific. But they do this movie such in a grindhouse, shitty B exploitation movie fashion.
Yeah, dude.
It's incredible. And the fact that, so for people who are not familiar, the reason this movie was made is because Robert Rodriguez worked on Grindhouse, the double feature, the Planet Terror, Death Proof, dual set of movies with Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, man.
And I think Robert Rodriguez different people produced fake trailers for 70s type exploitation movies to play at the start of this double feature to make it feel like a Grindhouse, theater production. And Machete was one of the trailers.
These trailers took place in the intermission, actually, before the second film, I believe, or some of them may have. It was weird. They had an intermission. And the second film, like they had trailers right before that too. So.
Yeah, so Machete was one of them. I think Robert Rodriguez produced that one and directed it. But it was basically the movie that we're about to cover, except it was before the movie was ever made. It was completely fake.
Yep.
Which is amazing.
Yeah, no, for real.
Because
for real.
It got such a buzz that they were like,
in this movie, with like the part with the motorcycle, because it was in the trailer. When that happened in the movie, I was like, oh, cool.
Yes, it's amazing.
It was awesome.
It's the most ridiculous scene in the movie, but it's also the best scene in the movie.
It really is.
Because we'll get to that when we get to it.
And with those trailers, I wish they had made the Werewolf Women of the SS. Like, that was one of the trailers in there that I always remembered. And
yeah, they never made that one. Hobo with a Shotgun did get made.
Yes, yep. That was good, man.
I didn't see that movie.
That had Ricky from Trailer Park Boys in it.
Yeah.
And he meets a gruesome fate where they basically have his head like in like sticking out of a manhole cover, kind of with a rope around his neck, and the car takes off and rips his head clean off. So it was that movie was really
I'll have to give that a go.
Man.
There was another one that got made, and I can't remember which one it was, but it doesn't matter.
Yep.
We're here to talk about Machete.
Yeah, man.
So, getting into the movie, the directors, there's two directors listed, which is kind of weird. One is Ethan Maneke, who was the editor on Planet Terror.
Oh.
So, I don't know, because the other director is Robert Rodriguez.
Yes.
So, I don't know why there's two listed, but whatever. Ethan does not have any other directing credits, I don't believe.
Okay.
So, I can't go into his body of directing work.
That's okay.
But we will go into Robert Rodriguez because he directed such movies as El Mariachi, Desperado, From Dusk Till Dawn, all of the Spy Kids, which is a really weird... So, like, Robert Rodriguez has all these really gritty, weird, bizarre, violent movies, and then the Spy Kids franchise.
And I believe he has said that he did those so his kids would have something to watch of his.
That makes sense.
So
because they can't really watch anything else.
No. Which Spy Kids, there's like one called The Island of Lost Dreams or something like that. And Steve Buscemi has a really dark.
I've seen them. That's where that meme comes from.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, holy
something about God. I can't remember what the quote is.
God like doesn't want to come back for.
Yeah.
Scared of his creatures or something. Yeah. It's crazy.
Anyway, Robert Rodriguez also directed Once Upon a Time in Mexico, Sin City, Machete Kills, which we'll talk about on Sunday, I think. Yeah. Sin City, A Dame to Kill For, the From Dusk Till Dawn TV show. Yeah. He directed Alita Battle Angel, which I didn't know. And, you know, I'm not going to see that movie because
for sure.
It just looked like something I don't care about.
Yeah.
He also apparently directed episode 1 of the Book of Boba Fett. Which I don't know if that's
oh man. So that's
in post apparently.
Okay, so that's dude, you know what? Maybe they're probably bringing a fucking Disney Plus series.
Well, at the end of one of it was in the last season of The Mandalorian, there was a cutscene and it was Boba Fett returning to Jabba's palace and sitting on the throne.
Oh wow!
And then it said something about the Book of Boba Fett, so I think they are making a Boba Fett
that's sweet,
series.
Man. Hell yeah!
Which it's in post apparently. So
with what they did with the Mandalorian, like
the Mandalorian's fucking incredible.
That's what I'm saying. Like the stuff you could do with Boba Fett in the movie, like dude, it's gonna be sweet. That'll be really really awesome.
Yes. Anyway, he's also directing a Zorro TV show, which has been announced.
Okay.
Which could go either way.
Yeah.
And
put it on HBO, make it gory.
Yeah. That's the only way you're gonna get anything good out of it, I think.
Zorro at this point, yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's I mean, I loved Zorro when I was a kid, but that was 30 years ago,
You know what I picture, especially with something like this? Some asshole in a meeting, like, you know what we're gonna do? Zorro. Like they're trying to make it out like, oh, you know, the great No, come on, move on.
The gay blade.
Yeah, no, for real. Yeah, exactly.
Zorro was popular before the term gay meant gay.
Yeah, exactly. Nope, for real. So, no.
And then the last thing for Robert Rodriguez, which has been announced, is Machete Kills in Space.
Yeah, man.
Which I don't know if they should make or not, but we'll find out.
Oh, after you watch part 2, you will absolutely want them to make in space.
Yeah, but I mean, here's the thing. So I love Machete. I haven't seen Machete Kills yet, but I'm sure I'm going to love it. But every gimmick has an expiration date.
Absolutely it does. No.
So
for real.
the key to keeping stuff good is to stop while people still want more.
Yes.
Because there is going to become a point when you don't want any more.
Absolutely.
I feel like we're there with John Wick already.
Yeah, it's getting there. I love John Wick to death, but it's after this movie, I don't know if it's...
Well, they're going to make they're planning on making two more, I think at least. And I don't think they should.
I hope.
But we'll find out.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it'll be a miracle if it stays good through the whole thing. It'll be a miracle that only good Christ Keanu could actually probably pull off, but...
Well, even part 3 was getting a little
it
convoluted.
was. No, it really was.
Watching it, I'm like, okay,
I
like this, but they probably shouldn't do any more of these because this is getting a bit much.
That's fair.
So, you never know when that breaking point is going to come. So, Machete Kills in space probably is going to be awesome, but you never know.
Yeah, no, for real. For real.
It's a balancing act. Anyway, the writers of this movie are also Robert Rodriguez, because he's written basically all of his movies, and a cousin of Robert Rodriguez, Alvaro Rodriguez, who also wrote From Dusk Till Dawn 3, The Hangman's Daughter, had some writing on the From Dusk Till Dawn TV series, wrote a bit for the Chicago Fire TV series, and then wrote for some show called Seis Manos, which means 6 hands.
I think the From Dusk Till Dawn 3 had Rebecca Gayheart in it.
Probably.
And man, I love Rebecca Gayheart.
Yeah. Anyway, the music for the movie was done by somebody called simply Chingon.
Okay.
Which means badass in Spanish. It's slang.
I'll bet Robert Rodriguez actually did the movie.
You're probably right, because I looked up the credits for Chingon, and this is his only credit. So I'm like, I don't know if this is actually a real person.
Cut the shit, Robert Rodriguez.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, that takes us into the stars of the movie. The first star of the movie is, of course, Danny Trejo.
Yeah, man.
Who plays Machete.
Yep.
Danny Trejo, this is an update from the last time we talked about Danny Trejo, because we talked about him in our Predators episode.
Yeah, yep.
And I think at the time he had 399 acting credits.
It was a lot.
He was just shy of 400. He's now at 407.
Wow. Awesome.
That's counting everything in post and announced.
Okay, so, congrats, Danny Trejo.
Congrats.
Breaking that 400 mark.
Yeah, congrats, Danny Trejo, on your Cuatrocientos. Anyway, he was in such movies as Maniac Cop 2, Marked for Death, which also had Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
Desperado, which also had Cheech Marin.
Yeah.
Heat, which also had Robert De Niro.
You mean Pancho De Niro.
Pancho De Niro, yeah. From Dusk Till Dawn and From Dusk Till Dawn 2, Texas Blood Money. Yeah. Anaconda, which I had completely forgotten about.
Oh, yeah.
He was in Con Air as Johnny 23.
Yep.
He was in The Replacement Killers. I added this movie only because we just talked about it in last episode. He was in 6 Days and 7 Nights with Harrison Ford and Anne Heche.
Was he really?
Apparently.
Wow.
He was in Reindeer Games with Ben Affleck and Charlize Theron and Gary Sinise.
Yeah, man.
He was in The Salton Sea, which was an okay movie with Val Kilmer.
I never watched it.
It was okay. He was in Triple X. He was in The Devil's Rejects. He was in Rob Zombie's Halloween, where he meets a heartbreaking demise.
Fucking for real, man. Fucking for real.
He was in Breaking Bad for a couple episodes where he meets a less heartbreaking demise, but a much cooler demise.
Hell yeah.
Because I think I've told you about this before. His character's name is Tortuga.
Yeah.
Which means tortoise.
Yep.
And they find he's like a DEA informant on the cartel.
Yep.
And they find his decapitated head in the desert, propped on top of a tortoise.
Yeah.
That ends up blowing up because it's wired. And
really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's a fucking crazy scene. He was in a few episodes of King of the Hill. He was in Death Race 2 and Death Race Inferno. Not surprisingly, he was on Sons of Anarchy for at least a little bit.
Yep.
He was in 3 from Hell, From Dusk Till Dawn, the TV show. And apparently he is playing some role in The Legend of La Llorona.
Oh,
which is completed, which is a movie we probably don't need because the Curse of La Llorona was
yeah.
just okay.
Yeah, for real. No, for real.
Incidentally, that is a real
Yeah.
like
Lore, man.
it's lore, but it's something. It's like the German fairy tales. It's something like Mexican parents used to tell their kids
Yeah.
to scare them.
Yep.
Because I have a Mexican friend that I watched this movie recently because I'd
Yeah.
never seen it before, and I texted her. I'm like, did parents in Mexico, is like, this a real thing? And she's like, oh yeah. She's like, our parents used to tell us that all the time to scare us.
Yeah, see?
Like, be good or La Llorona will come get you.
Yeah, no. Like when they described it to my nephew, he didn't want to see the movie after like they described what it was all about and shit.
It's terrifying if you're a child.
No, for real. No, for real.
Anyway, so that's Danny Trejo, also the proprietor of Trejo's Tacos,
Yes.
as we mentioned.
Yep.
And all around cool dude.
Yeah, man.
Do you know the story about how he got into acting?
I mean, I know he was in prison, and then after that, I know he got into
Yeah,
acting,
he was in some bad shit for a while, and then I'm gonna try and recount this story. I might fuck it up, but you get the gist.
Yeah.
He was like big into like Cocaine Anonymous.
Oh, okay.
Like he was supporting people and shit.
Yeah.
And I guess like some guy he was sponsoring or just knew him from the program, like called him one day and needed help or something. So he went out to see the dude, and the dude was at a movie set. And the director saw him and like wanted to cast him or something.
Hell yeah,
and
man!
Then
he has that look, man.
Yeah, he does have that look. There's a reason he became the go-to guy for badass Mexican dude.
Oh, for real? No, absolutely, dude.
So yeah, but it's just wild that he just I don't even think he was looking to get into acting. He was just randomly put into a movie, and then now he has 407 fucking acting credits.
Good for him.
Over like 40 years.
Dude, no, that's
or
awesome.
30 years.
That's
yeah, it's a wild story, but he seems like a really cool dude.
No, absolutely.
I'd like to hang out with Danny Trejo.
For sure, man.
Mostly just so he can make me tacos. But...
Yeah, I mean, yeah, hey.
Or have, one of his...
Yeah.
Restaurant workers make me tacos.
Exactly.
I'm not going to expect the man himself to physically make me tacos. But
that's understandable.
I would like to sample some of Trejo's tacos.
Would you make him tacos?
No, because it'd just be an embarrassment for both of us. I'd be like, this is my best attempt at authentic Mexican cooking.
Could you imagine how good his mom's tacos probably are?
She probably makes better tamales, to be honest.
Oh, that might be. Yeah, you might be right about that. Yeah.
Anyway, so that's Danny Trejo. Next star of the movie is Robert De Niro.
Yeah, man.
I think this is the first time we've talked about him.
I think you're right, actually. Yeah.
He plays Senator McLaughlin. I love him in this movie. He's great.
No, for real.
It's perfect casting.
It really is.
One of his first movies was The Godfather Part 2.
Really?
Oddly enough.
Wow.
Yeah, I think he only had a couple acting credits before that, which is surprising.
No, that is.
Because The Godfather 2 is like one of the most iconic, maybe the most iconic gangster movie ever made.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'd say, honestly, you're probably right about that.
Yeah, probably the best one. Anyway. Yeah. He also was in Taxi Driver, which is a phenomenal movie. The Deer Hunter with Christopher Walken and other people, which is also phenomenal.
Yeah.
Raging Bull, which is a classic movie. He played Al Capone in The Untouchables, which is also a phenomenal movie with Sean Connery and
Kevin
Costner and Andy Garcia.
Yeah, man.
And the squirrely dude that I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I'm blanking too right now, honestly.
He was in Goodfellas, of course, with everybody that was in that. Ray Liotta, Joe Pesci.
Yep.
Paul Cicero, I think his name is. Or Paul Sorvino. Cicero was his name in the movie. He was in a movie called Awakenings, which is tragically heartbreaking with Robert De Niro. Or with Robin Williams.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's the movie where they...
I never watched it, but I
know you'll cry your eyes out.
I know, for real.
He was in Backdraft, apparently. I never saw that, but I heard it was really sad.
Like when I was young, I watched it.
He was in the remake of Cape Fear.
Okay.
With Nick Nolte, I think, was the lead in that. Played...
you're right.
Played... who was the original guy? I can't remember. Anyway... Juliette Lewis was also in that.
Yeah. Yep.
That's a really good movie.
I never watched, but
it's fucked up. It's pretty good though.
Oh
yeah. He was in Mad Dog and Glory. He was in A Bronx Tale. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. I guess he played the monster.
He did. Which
I did not know.
I didn't watch it, but I remember at the video store, not even me working there, but I saw that cover and I'm like, Robert De Niro's Frankenstein. What? Like, if
I might have to go back and watch that.
No,
I
for
don't
real.
know if that's going to be any good or not.
You know what? Maybe I'm gonna save that for Halloween time. I'll make that a special event.
Gregory Peck, that's who was in the original.
Okay, the original. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't know why it just popped into my head.
That's okay.
The original Cape Fear,
Yeah, man.
Gregory Peck. Anyway, Robert De Niro was also in Casino, which is phenomenal. Heat, which has one of the best gunfights ever.
Yeah, man.
I fucking love that. It's so quiet, and then all hell just breaks loose.
Man. Yep.
Fucking phenomenal.
No, it's awesome.
He was in The Fan with Wesley Snipes, and I believe Benicio del Toro.
Oh, okay.
Which was an okay movie. I think that's a remake too.
Oh, that could be.
Anyway, he was in Sleepers, Copland with
Sleepers. Man, you ever watch Sleepers?
I never did.
That had a huge cast of good people.
Yeah.
About priests that these people start taking revenge on the priests that like did
diddle kids
shit to them. Yeah. And dude, fucking just phenomenal acting in that movie.
I'll have to go back and watch it.
Yeah, has a lot of good people.
He was in Copland with Stallone, which is probably less good acting in that one.
For sure.
He was in Jackie Brown, which I loved. I thought that movie was underrated. Samuel L. Jackson, Bridget Fonda, Pam fucking Grier.
Still looking dude.
Yeah, amazing. That's a great movie.
And then the guy who played the bail bondsman,
Robert.
Was it Robert Stack?
No,
not Robert Stack.
Robert something else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he died.
He is dead now. Yeah. But no, that's a great movie. He was in Wag the Dog with Dustin Hoffman and Dennis Leary, which was less of a great movie.
Yeah,
he was in a movie called Ronin, which was just okay. He was in Analyze This with Billy Crystal, which I fucking love. And the sequel, Analyze That, which was less good. Yeah. But Analyze This was fucking hysterical. I thought that movie was amazing.
That's something I seen when it first came. I don't remember much about that movie, but
it's just so fucking funny. And then he kind of takes a turn somewhere around this era because he's in the Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Yeah.
The live action one, if I'm not mistaken.
God, what was that lady's name?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
He was in Men of Honor with Cuba Gooding Jr., which was okay.
Yeah.
He was super racist in that movie.
Was he? Oh,
my God, because that was like the whole like Cuba Gooding Jr. is like trying to be the first black master diver or something.
Oh, okay.
And he ends up losing his leg, and it's a whole thing.
Wow.
Anyway, then he was in Meet the Parents, which was also a very funny movie.
Yeah.
I liked that a lot.
You know what happened to me one time? I got a story about Meet the Parents.
Okay, go for it.
I got a and I still to this day have not figured out who the fuck sent this.
Okay.
I got a random envelope, and inside of it was a folded up piece of paper printed off with Robert De Niro from Meet the Parents. And it said, "I have the nipples, Dustin. Can you milk me?" And it had a fucking breastfeeding like bag thing in it. And I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" And twice that shit came to me, and I had never figured out who the fuck they sent it from a place that was not their return. I couldn't figure it out.
That's incredible.
Yeah. And to this day, I have no clue. My sister and the other friends, I thought nobody will admit to having done it. So
the best part about it is that you still don't know who did it.
I know. I'm gonna die not knowing who did this.
Probably.
It's the one thing I'm gonna know after I die and ascend. You know.
Yeah. Meet the Parents. Yeah, with Ben Stiller and other people. It's a very funny movie.
It is. It's good.
And then they tried to do sequels. Meet the Fockers and Little Fockers.
Yeah.
I didn't see Little Fockers because I was like, I don't need to. Meet the Fockers was okay.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
But I'm just
that ran its shtick real quick.
Yeah. Like halfway through Meet the Fockers.
Yeah,
I'm like,
for real.
okay, this is. Yep. Anyway, Robert De Niro was also in The Score, which was a decent movie with Edward Norton. Yeah. He was in Righteous Kill, which I've said several times came out about 20 years too late.
It absolutely did.
Because that's the one he did with Al Pacino.
Nobody even wanted to rent the fucking thing.
Nah. There's a bunch of really shitty movies interspersed in here because at some point, Robert De Niro just started taking every acting job that was thrown at him, I think. So I'm glossing over a lot of bullshit.
Fair.
But he was also in Silver Linings Playbook. He was in the movie Dirty Grandpa, which I didn't see because...
The only good thing about that movie was Aubrey Plaza.
Doesn't he have a sex scene with her?
Yeah, like she's really into fucking him, and
that's awkward.
It was a little.
I could see Aubrey Plaza being into old guys.
Yeah, for sure.
She's weird.
Absolutely. No, yeah.
I love her, but she's
I do
weird.
Too. Yeah, no, for sure.
Maybe that's why I love her.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you know what? There's a charm to her weirdness.
That's true.
Sometimes weirdness goes a little in too much of a not like charming direction, I guess.
Yeah, that's
I don't know.
Anyway, then he was in Joker, which he was really good in.
Yeah. Maury, right?
I thought
Yeah,
that movie was Maury. I thought that movie was really good.
That was good.
And then he was in The Irishman, which I still haven't seen.
Me
but
neither.
Heard was awesome.
Yeah.
And he was in a movie called The War with Grandpa, which I didn't see and probably won't.
Yeah, I don't know what that one was.
Anyway, that's Robert De Niro. Fucking legendary actor
for
who seems to have stopped caring in recent times, but still has it in him to do some good things now and then.
I'm gonna be frank. If I had the level that Robert De Niro had, I would just stop giving a shit too. I'd be like, oh yeah, send me the script.
Well, that's true. I don't really blame him. Like,
no, for real.
Whatever. He's
getting
just
weird with it.
He's getting paid at this point.
No, for real.
The next star of the movie is Jessica Alba, who plays Sartana.
Yeah, man.
Her first movie was Camp Nowhere. I had forgotten about that.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one with Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah.
Then she was in Never Been Kissed. She was in Idle Hands, which we talked about at length.
Absolutely.
In an episode months back.
Yes.
That was last year, wasn't it?
That was last year around Halloween time.
Yeah.
Or right after Halloween time.
Yeah. She was in the Dark Angel TV series, which I think was where she really got her break.
Yep.
Then she was in a movie called Honey, which I believe was one of those dance movies.
It absolutely was.
Yeah, or I don't know. You know what I'm talking about by dance movies.
Yeah.
I think Mekhi Phifer was in that or something.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe you're right.
Anyway, she was also in Sin City, which she was phenomenal in.
Yeah, man.
She didn't have to say much.
No, not at all. Not at all.
She was in Sin City, A Dame to Kill For, which I haven't seen because, meh. She was in Fantastic Four, which was horrible. And then Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer, which I didn't see because the first one was horrible.
Yeah.
And the Silver Surfer is just kind of stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I watched them at the video store, but it's not something I would watch ever again in my life. So
they're talking about rebooting the Fantastic Four.
No, I know.
I don't know why they keep trying. The Fantastic Four is fucking dumb.
No, well, you know what? Yes, and the thing is, I feel like if they were gonna do Fantastic Four, you'd almost need to make it like harsher and more gritty than what they've been doing. Anyway,
I guess I don't know.
Because I've seen the new Fantastic Four, and it just
the one with Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah,
I didn't see that one either.
They were just I don't know. There was nothing about the movie that really stood out great.
It's because the Fantastic Four are fucking dumb.
That's fair. Okay, fair. They've tried 3 times. They should give it a rest.
Yep. Anyway, she was in a movie called Into the Blue, which was basically just her swimming around in a bathing suit the whole time.
Yep.
I'm not saying that in a negative
light.
No,
for sure. No.
That's basically the point of that movie.
I think Ashley Scott was the other girl that the other guy. Damn it. In that movie, his dad's really famous too. Scott Conn has a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And that Ashley Scott girl from the beginning is, I think, his girlfriend.
Okay.
Anyway,
then she was in Good Luck Chuck, which, she was in a horror movie called The Eye, which we've talked about several times. She was, unfortunately, in a movie called The Love Guru.
Yeah.
With Mike Myers.
Yep.
Which I saw like a clip of and was like, I'm good. No. Justin Timberlake, I think, was in that too.
I think you're right.
She was in Little Fockers, apparently.
Yeah.
She is in Machete Kills.
Yep.
She was in the Entourage movie. She's in a movie called The Veil, which is a horror movie, which I haven't seen, but looks kind of cool. And then she was in Mechanic Resurrection with Jason Statham.
Yep.
Sequel to Mechanic.
Not as good.
Of course.
Yeah.
And she was on a TV series called LA's Finest, which I have no idea what that is.
No, me neither.
So that's cool. That's Jessica Alba. Next, we get to Michelle Rodriguez, who plays Luz, which means light in Spanish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there you go.
Yeah.
She got her big break, I believe, in The Fast and Furious.
Yes.
The Fast and the Furious. Yes. I have to be very specific with that title.
Absolutely.
Because the next one she was in was Fast and Furious.
Yes.
Which was the 4th or 5th one. I don't know.
Yeah. Or she came back from the dead.
Sure. I didn't see it, and I don't remember. But anyway.
That's what happened.
Okay, fair enough. Then she was in Fast and Furious 6, Furious 7, The Fate of the Furious, and F9.
Oh, wow.
So she's made a good career with that.
That reminded me of something. Can I... Okay, so in F9, you learned that basically at a certain point in the movies, all the extraordinary shit they're doing is because at that point, John Cena's character is like pulling them into this grand plan he has. So, yeah.
What?
Not even a fucking joke. You find out John Cena as the secret agent spy has been like pulling them into this shit.
So John Cena planned the whole thing where The Rock redirects a rocket over the ice.
He doesn't like control what they're doing.
I'm just fucking with you. You know why John Cena's been doing all that?
Why?
Because family. That's why.
Oh shit!
Surprised you didn't see that coming.
I didn't, but I'm glad I didn't because that felt good.
Anyway, Michelle Rodriguez was also in the Resident Evil movie, which she was really good in that. I liked her a lot.
Yeah.
She was also in Resident Evil Retribution, which I probably saw but don't really remember. She was in a movie called Blue Crush, which I also saw but don't remember.
Yeah.
She was in the movie adaptation of the video game Blood Rain.
Okay.
Of the same name.
Huh.
I did not see that movie, but I did play the game quite a bit.
Oh, okay.
On Xbox when it came out because I liked that game.
Well,
you're like a vampire.
Oh, okay.
A vampire chick that goes around and slices up people,
cool.
and you can eat people's
So did she
suck
play
people's
the
blood
lead?
too. I don't know.
Okay, fair.
I didn't see the movie because
No,
it came out a couple years after I had already finished the game, and I was like, I don't really care at this point.
Oh,
And you know, historically and especially at that time, video game movies were kind of
bad, real bad. I think House of the Dead came out around that time, and let me tell you,
you're probably right.
Their cut sequences with the video game look was
terrible, absolutely terrible. Anyway, she was also in Avatar, which I saw but don't remember at all because nobody remembers anything from Avatar.
Was she a blue person?
I don't know. I don't particularly care.
Yeah, no, fair.
Because nobody remembers Avatar at all.
No,
except
not at
the
all.
fact that they saw it and it looked cool.
No, absolutely. And you know what? I'll bet if you even found an Avatar fan, and you're like, what was your favorite part of the movie? They would never seen.
No.
They'd be like,
well, my favorite part was the visual effects.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes, but which part specifically?
Which visual effect?
The visual effects.
Yeah.
Anyway, Michelle Rodriguez also in Machete Kills and is filming a movie called Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, cool. Oh, yeah.
I don't know anything about the movie, but I'm assuming it's somehow related to the popular game.
Oh, for sure. And I'll almost guarantee Vin Diesel jumped on that.
Probably.
And Joe Manganiello.
Joe Manganiello's probably creating it.
You're probably right.
Because he's a huge D&D nerd.
Yep.
He runs a Hollywood D&D thing.
I wonder if I can get in on that. That'd be cool.
Probably not.
No, not at all.
You're neither good looking enough nor big enough of a geek.
That is
ironically.
True. No, that is true. Wow.
It's like both sides of the spectrum working against you.
Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. No.
Anyway, that brings us to the next star of the movie, Steven fucking Seagal.
Yeah, man.
Who plays Torres.
Yes.
Heads up, I'm going to shit all over Steven Seagal.
That's fair. I'm going to shit all over him too.
For most of this movie.
That's fine.
Well, not most of the movie, but every scene he's in, and also when we talk about him here.
Okay, cool.
Because Steven Seagal is literally out of his mind.
He is.
And by all accounts, he's a massive piece of shit.
No, for sure.
So, first, his acting career. I believe his first movie, or his first successful movie, was Above the Law.
Okay.
And then he had a string of quasi-hits with Hard to Kill, Marked for Death, Out for Justice, Under Siege, which was his best movie, and subsequently Under Siege 2, Dark Territory, which was not his best movie.
No.
On Deadly Ground, a brief... Actually, his best movie was probably Executive Decision, but he's only in it for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, no.
So, whatever. The Glimmer Man, which I believe Damon Wayans.
Yes.
Exit Wounds with, I believe, DMX.
Yeah, yep.
Half Past Dead, and then a bunch of movies that have come straight to video.
Half Past Dead, I believe, may have had a rapper also. But
Ja Rule.
Was it Ja Rule? I was thinking Ja Rule. Okay, I was like,
I'm pretty sure it was Ja Rule.
Okay, it's gotta be Ja Rule then. Like Dave Chappelle.
Yeah. But yeah, Steven Seagal, absolutely out of his mind. From what I can tell, a pathological liar.
Yes.
Massive egomaniac.
Yeah, man.
Somehow friends with the president of Russia, Vladimir Putin.
Yeah, yep.
I don't know what his ties to Russia are, but apparently he was granted dual citizenship, I think, recently. Used to be on a reality TV show where he played an actual police officer.
Yes.
Which, if you're familiar with the comedian Tom Segura,
Yes.
he has a stand-up act about Seagal from his first Netflix special,
okay.
which is about 5 or 6 minutes. It's amazing.
Okay,
Look
cool.
it up. I'm not gonna repeat any of it
fair.
because I would prefer that you just go support Tom Segura because he's awesome.
Yeah, he
so
is.
go listen to him. He's hilarious. But he has a whole thing about Seagal being out of his mind
Awesome.
and about this show in specific.
Awesome.
Also, a blues musician. He claims
Wow.
that he was trained by blues people in Detroit growing up or something. I don't know if he's from Detroit. I don't know. He's got this weird backstory about how he claims to have the blues in his blood or some
Really?
shit. I don't know. Yeah, look that up too.
Good God.
I don't know. He has this ridiculous hair.
He does. No,
that
it's outlandish.
it's funny. Where was he born? Lansing, Michigan. Yeah. So he is from Michigan.
Man.
Unfortunately for us, we share his home state.
Yeah, man. Born in the fucking capital, no less.
The capital of Michigan, Lansing.
No matter, no what? Maybe that's why the state's so fucked up.
Yeah. Apparently his nicknames are the Great One, which no, it's not. That's Wayne Gretzky. You fuck.
Yeah, really.
Lord Steven, which really,
Who the fuck?
and the Master of Aikido. So that's a little bit about Steven Seagal right there and his super weird hair. It's really awesome because you can see, like, even in Above the Law and Hard to Kill, he's very obviously balding.
Yes.
And all of a sudden now he has this ridiculous thick jet black something on top of his head.
Jesus.
And he is allegedly still an Aikido master, but he's like 4 times the size of what original Steven Seagal was.
No, for real.
Not to fat shame. If you want to be fat, that's cool. But he still insists on being like
he can
presenting himself as a
or
martial arts master. That's I'm just like, whatever, Seagal. Yeah. And of course, there's plenty of alleged allegations against him of sexual misconduct. Because, of course, there is. Just look at the guy.
No, I know, for real. No, Mad
allegedly,
TV,
I have to say it's alleged.
Allegedly, no, for real. But Mad TV used to do parody him on there, and it was Steven Seagal's North American tour. So he's stopping in diners all across, and there's a point where the old lady who owns the diner's like, "Oh, Steven," and because he's kicking her, he just keeps beating people up.
I've seen this. Yeah,
and he breaks an old lady's arm and kicks her across the room and shit.
I remember that. That was hilarious.
Yeah, it was good.
Anyway, the last star that we'll talk about, but not the last person we'll go into throughout the episode, is Jeff Fahey, who plays Booth.
Yeah, man.
This guy's got 171 acting credits. He's one of those guys that you're like, I know that dude from somewhere.
Yeah.
And some of the things you actually know him from are from the movie Silverado, which we've talked about. He had a smaller part in that movie, but we've talked about that before. He was in Psycho 3, apparently. He was in a movie called Body Parts.
Okay.
Probably where our audience is going to know him from the most is the titular character in Lawnmower Man.
Yeah, man. Yep.
Which was a pretty good movie when it came out, but I'm pretty sure is highly dated now.
Yeah, no, it would be.
Because of all the computer effects that were supposed to be cut of the art at the time. But
no, for sure.
Or state of the art.
State of the art, yeah.
I blended state of the art and cutting edge said cutting art.
You know what? I like it. We'll use that from now on.
Cutting art. There you go. He was in the movie Wyatt Earp. He was in Darkman 3, Die, Darkman, Die.
Yep.
So good for him. He was in Planet Terror. I believe he played the chef.
Okay.
Yeah. He was in the Lost TV show for a while.
Oh, okay.
Well, I could just say he was on Lost.
Yeah.
Because everybody knows what that is. He was on Justified for a while.
Oh.
He was on the From Dusk Till Dawn TV series. And he was in Alita Battle Angel.
There was another movie I believe he was in where it's basically about a succubus that starts fucking, stealing his life.
Probably.
I can't remember what the name of it is now though, and I used to watch it all the time.
Anyway, kills in the movie are 82. Rotten Tomatoes score is 72%, which I think is more or less fair.
Yeah, for sure.
The audience score is 63%, which is surprising because you'd figure the target audience for this movie would get it.
Yeah, no, for real.
So I'd expect the audience score to be higher. I'd put it in the mid-70s. Yeah, people are dumb. And so, now that we've gotten through that, and this is going to be a tough one, because there is a shit ton of sexy in this movie. We almost don't have to interject in any sexiness. We can just let the movie speak for itself.
For real.
But we're going to interject sexiness anyway, because that's what we do here in a little segment that we call A Bit of the Ultra Thirst. Thirsty. Sexy. Hot. All right, Dustin, 3-1, who are your sexiest of the movies, and you are allowed a runner-up and as many honorable mentions as you want, because I'm going to...
And I'm evoke an older rule, too, that we haven't used in a while.
A threesome rule?
Threesome rule.
Gotcha.
So, my runner-up. None Lohan? I don't know. Something about Lindsay Lohan.
Lindsay Lohan?
Dirty. I don't know. I've always liked her. And I don't know, man.
Okay.
Yeah. Coming up as a runner-up. Number 3 is the threesome with the nurse twins.
Gotcha.
Because, holy fuck. And they were in Planet Terror as the something other twins.
Yes.
Anyway,
yes.
Fucking gorgeous, those
yes,
two.
They're
man.
amazing.
Okay. Coming in at number... Okay. Coming in at number 2 is Michelle Rodriguez.
Okay.
It was between her and Jessica Alba.
Yep.
And honestly, it just... I don't know. Michelle Rodriguez, man. She's got that badass vibe to her.
She does, yes.
You know what? And I think it came down to the fact that, like, with her, you could go do drugs and fuck. Jessica Alba's character, I don't think would.
Jessica Alba seems like a little bit of a goody two shoes.
No, for sure.
Like she's strictly missionary.
Absolutely, yeah, no, for sure. Number 1 is listed as Chica, the vagina cell phone lady.
Yeah.
Because, and you know what? I remember, like, I was like, this girl's gonna have to be number 1 when I started this, and like. I forgot how gorgeous even she was.
Yeah. No, she's amazing.
She's my number 1.
We have a shockingly similar list.
Awesome.
Yeah. My number 1 is Michelle Rodriguez.
Okay,
because
cool.
I've always loved Michelle Rodriguez, and she is fucking sexy in this movie, especially when she gets out of the ambulance.
Yes, that midriff
outfit.
Oh my god, dude.
She's incredible.
It ain't even a midriff though. I mean that top.
No,
is
I mean
way
she's just
high
wearing
up.
a bra,
Yeah,
so
no,
it's not really. It's just
God.
Her full stomach.
Yeah, no, it's amazing.
But yeah, she's amazing. I love her. She's ultra sexy.
Something about a lady with a belt buckle like that too. I don't know.
Well, yeah, and they're low-rise pants too, so it just shows off
area,
the hips and
man.
everything.
Oh, that's nice.
My number 2 is going to be the vagina cell phone lady.
Okay, fair.
Or as I referred to her as just the naked girl, the naked Mexican girl from the start.
Fair.
But she's gorgeous.
No, she is,
and super hot.
Yep.
And you son of a bitch, my number 3 is a tie between the nurses.
Oh my god, awesome.
Because they're incredible.
No, yeah. Oh, and if you think this Ultra Thirst was bad, wait till the fucking Machete kills.
Okay. My runner-up, 2 runner-ups, Jessica Alba.
Okay.
And then my second runner-up is going to be the Exactamundo news reporter.
Nice.
She's gorgeous.
She is fucking incredibly gorgeous.
Honorable mentions go to Lindsay Lohan.
Fair.
Because she's got that certain trashiness, and she's completely naked in the movie, so there's that. Sure. And then Jeff Fahey, that Silver Fox. It's those piercing blue eyes.
That's really fair.
Yeah.
And honestly,
and one more honorable mention.
Go ahead.
The Cholo Garage Girl, the one with the suspenders and the half white shirt with the midriff and the
man. That look is
a good look too. If you can pull it off.
If you can pull it off. Yeah.
She's got that kind of pin-up hairdo and
yeah, man.
Yeah, yep. I like that a lot.
No, for sure. I left Trejo off this list.
Trejo's pretty old in this movie.
I figured there's going to be other times we could probably put him on. So,
yeah, like when we do Con Air.
Yeah, for sure. Exactly.
He's a little younger in that one.
He can make me Johnny Fort. He can become Johnny. Never mind that. I don't know how to word that properly.
Johnny 24.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't say it like that.
Yeah. Call me Johnny 500 if they knew the truth.
No. Oh my god.
Anyway, that's the Ultra Thirst. I'm sure we're going to have more honorable mentions as we go through because, like I said, there's just so much sexy in this movie. But I think we nailed most of it.
Absolutely.
And with that, I think we will take a little break so I can make a little more tea.
Okay. I
can expel the tea that I've already drank.
Fair.
All take a piss.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I make a pee-pee?
Good like a pee-pee.
And so we're
Okay.
exactly an hour in.
Yeah, man.
So look at that. We're right on schedule.
Exactly.
In the sense that, we're usually about an hour in.
Yeah.
I don't want to give the illusion that we have a schedule.
Yeah, no. It's it's very loose.
Yes, this podcast is basically chaos all the time. So at least we have a format now.
No, it's true. No, for real. No, we have like a good format now. Yeah, no, for real. Yeah.
Anyway, we will be right back. All right, we are back to get into this ridiculous fucking movie.
Hell yeah.
So buckle the fuck up, all, because we're going to take you for a ride.
Hell yeah.
Or I think it's a ride anyway. I don't know.
Dude, it's a ride.
So we open on the 20th Century Fox